You stand here before me, facing the torrent of fate.
It was the only way.
What do you mean the only way?
I am the one who killed him so that the robots that we created would not ever know human bloodshed. They will not harm you.
I don't fully know where you're going, but I know that you'll be safe.
Well, I certainly don't want to be lost to infinity. So be it then. If you must break my legs, break my legs.
I can't bring him back.
No. You can't. Ruck instantly takes something from his table and throws it.
It goes straight through her.
He just goes right under the table.
You can't just keep dropping these like cryptic little sayings and then be like, peace, and leave.
Yeah. Super sketchy, my dude.
And you now know the fate of the little girl.
Feeling so many right now. I'm like so upset.
Liberate me ex inferes.
I would like to approach the door now.
Okay.
And knock.
Mm-hmm. You've got to get that package. We cannot let her make the pastries with that. As he says this,
Shit.
you hear and an arrow thuds into his chest.
Oh, fuck.
I see the darkness within you. I see it. The path before you is filled with pain.
I'm going to tell you what this says, and then we're going to talk about
What it means.
how we're not going to do what it says. Nature will let grow what is within you. And if it is weeds you have sown, you must first clear out your garden.
I go in.
Can I-
I'm gonna gouge his eyes out.
Oh my god, no.
Wait, hold on.
Can
is
I
he
reach through and
naked
just
right
like chokehold the man?
He's
Can I reach through the window and grab him? And like
Give
pull
him
him
a
out?
dick twist.
Sure. You suddenly hear an explosion,
Oh shit.
and the
My shit
jail
blowing up.
is rocked.
They're circled this mage, and this mage is fixing to murk them all.
They are all dead.
He just killed them all. There's four guys surrounding this guy, and he just killed them all.
Emerging from the water,
Stop.
Stop.
Just stop.
describe how you want to eviscerate this shadow goblin.
I guess I'm slicing him clean in half.
Oh, so you look down upon the loss of the divine? I don't think God would like to hear that.
We separate church and state. We have no power here. Yes, Mr. Charisma the Paladin, give me a persuasion or whatever to be like, hey, she's just upset because her sister went down. You know what I mean? Like, do something.
Okay, I've got it. In my most Glorbo-y way.
Oh god.
Everyone put weapon down! Glorbo, no, what's going on?
Glorious.
Matt 20,
Fucking
let's go.
Oh my god,
Glorbo is a hero.
I'm going to give you so many
Kiss.
hits.
sword of destiny has two edges. You are one of them.
I'm going to make it sound like there is a bear attacking.
Well, hello, it's me, Alek, the Lost Knight, but tonight it's Keep It Like we're playing D&D. Welcome in, friends, welcome in. This is a Whispered Tale, which is a little bit different from our normal sessions. Whispered Tales can take place anywhere in the timeline, and usually it's with a reduced party. So tonight we have our good buddy, Than. What's up, dude?
Where am I? Oh, hello. I play Soulbrook, the Legend Folk Artificer. My fun fact is I made everyone cry.
Hell yes.
Last session when I was involved anyway. And I like to party.
Loves to party. So, as he mentioned, for those that have not kept up necessarily, about 3 sessions back now, it's been a couple sessions, right? Because there was like the spiders, and there was the sneak through the towns. That's 2. So I think 2 sessions.
It had to be 2, maybe 3.
Yep. The party, our beloved Rook, split off, and I'll actually give a quick recap of what happened to refresh our memories on this. So, that session 36, was From the Ashes. The party awakened from prophetic dreams that revealed personal fears and future threats before continuing their journey to Shadow Bridel, the ruined Shadowfell version of Kalek's childhood home, aka Tug Tug Village. Their exploration was interrupted by a fierce battle against a spectral wolf spirit, which seemed overwhelming until a mysterious lizardfolk warrior in dark plate armor emerged and destroyed the entire swarm with a single devastating strike. The warrior introduced himself as Velstad, claiming to be Rook's long-lost brother who had been presumed dead for years, and revealed shocking truths about their past, including that Lucan, which is Liv and Dai's brother, was actually a werewolf who had betrayed them during the original caravan attack during Session 0. Velstad's revelations became even more disturbing when he described his recent death in a fire at Fort Feroth, claiming to have witnessed a fiery entity that looked exactly like Dai burning down the fort, and that the Raven Queen had resurrected him as her champion to stop this threat. Basically, the impossible choice between continuing their mission to rescue Glorbo and saving his parents from this supernatural threat, Rook ultimately decided to accompany Velstad to contact the Shadar Kai and stop the entity threatening the material plane. The decision to split the party was heart-wrenching, leading to emotional farewells where the group exchanged meaningful keepsakes as insurance they would reunite, with Rook and Vel heading towards the Shadar Kai outpost, the remaining party members continuing their mission to rescue Glorbo from Shadow Hall. That's where we're jumping in today. The party has split. We are going along with Rook and Velstad. So with that, we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and grab our party here, which is just myself and Than. We're going to move on to the map as I change our scene and change our music. It's a little dramatic for music, I'll be honest. It went a little dramatic very quickly.
It's a very enthusiastic walk.
Yeah, right.
I also just had to see my brother to see where he's at. All right.
So as we again zoom in, the party has just split up. You are walking along with Vel, and you guys are headed back basically the way you came, and the party has continued on. So it's just you and him. You've been walking for a bit. And again, just to refresh the memory of those that are watching who may have not been here, in our homebrew campaign, whenever you enter Shadowfell, you must give up something of yourself. It can be physical, it can be mental, it can be a memory, what have you. Rook gave up the memory of his thought dead brother. And so when Vel popped back up, Rook did not remember him. It has no memory of him. And so as we're heading back, I'll let you take over.
So Rook is walking with his supposed brother, going through where he just went through, by the way, backtracking. And he's kind of side-eyeing him a bit, just kind of looking up and down, trying to find similarities in himself and this strange individual or any of his family members that he knows of.
He certainly bears resemblance. I mean, he has, of course, your parents, your mother was Eon T, and then your dad was Terra Crocta.
Big Tubbledge of
right?
Folk, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So lizard and snake essentially. You both are a little serpentine snake-ish, more like kind of salamander-ish maybe.
Yeah, fair.
Kind of fits. And Vel certainly looks like that mixture. I don't know if I'd go to say far to say is like he has your mother's eyes. Like I'm really kind of up to you on that as far as how much he looks alike, but he certainly bears a family resemblance.
So, where do we go about getting back to the material plane?
Well, I know that there is a Shadar Kai outpost in this region. They are the hand of the Raven Queen, and they should give us aid.
Are you sure about that?
Did you have a run-in with them?
One tried to tie me up in chains.
I can see that. You always were a troublemaker.
Stop doing that.
Doing what?
Acting like you know me for some reason.
Well, I suppose I used to. I don't know if I know the one standing in front of me now, but I certainly used to.
Well, that makes one of us, because I have no memory of you. I'm just doing this because you said my parents are in danger. Let's get that straight.
I understand. I would not expect you to do this for me, but the danger is real. The same danger that killed me. It's headed their way. I can feel it. And if we don't step in, there's no stopping it. I don't know that I could stop it. But I think if we get there in time, we can get our parents out.
All right. So what kind of all-ending danger is it this time?
I wish I knew more about it. Some type of fiery demonic entity that seemed to be... It looked like your friend. I don't know if... How did you come to this? I see that you are in somewhat of a soul form. I see the faint glow. Is your body back on the material plane?
Correct.
Okay. So this... I assume your friends are the same way.
That is also correct. We had to go through a long way to get here.
So it must be that something has taken your friend's body, because it certainly looked just like her, but the power emanating from it was not of the material plane, or even this plane for that matter.
Well, this isn't going to be the first challenge that I've faced during this adventure, so
yeah,
I'll handle it like the rest.
I see that you've... What is that armor that you're wearing?
It's my invention. I
You're
made
always
it
good
to
at that.
protect those that mean everything to me.
I'm glad to hear it. Very admirable of you.
And also it kicks ass.
Yes, I see.
Kind of does smile a little bit under the helmet, but he doesn't want him to know.
So did you... I don't see that you carry a sword on you.
Don't need it.
How is that? Are
Huh.
you...
All I need are these, as he just lifts up his fists.
Oh. So some kind of... like a brass knuckle type armament.
All that and more. Let's just say, as long as you're with me, no one's gonna be hitting you, at least easily.
And if you would like, you can, like, you know, punch one of these wagons or something.
Yeah, sure. I'll just wham. Just...
So this wagon goes flying over to the left, and he kind of, oh!
There's like a brand on it too, from the knuckles.
Okay, I understand now. That's truly, and you made that.
Oh yeah, I've made a bunch of things. Made well, I wouldn't say living creature, but it basically acted like a living creature. Did not implement the dwarvish accent into it though. Don't know where that came from.
You made something living, you say?
In a sense.
That is incredible.
Though its purpose wasn't supposed to be that. It was supposed to be for, I actually don't remember.
And as you continue forward, you go into this cave, and instead of ending up in the mirror maze,
thank God,
you kind of end up back in the caves where you fought the necromancer, actually.
Okay. Okay,
and
I can deal with this.
There's still a carcass over on the side of the Mothman.
Rook kicks it when he passes by. Piece of shit.
Is that a friend of yours?
He just kind of looks at him. Do you mean that literally? Or are you being sarcastic?
I suppose you don't know my humor. That was sarcasm.
Ah. Then yes, he's my friend.
Ah. Are you wearing his wings?
It's another invention. Unless I'm a bit harder to hit. More so now.
Interesting. You see he kind of like shakes his arm a little bit as he's got all these raven feathers on his armor.
Kind of does look him over a bit. Just puts a finger on his chin as he's just like analyzing some things, trying to figure out like what kind of magic could be involved with him or something.
Mm-hmm. Give me an Arcana check.
Because being Rook, you know him. Anything magical, I'll research. Hand.
So this is very strong magic, this armor that he's wearing, but it's of a deity. It's of a goddess. It's not, arcane magic in a way. It's almost, and it's not divine, but it is a kind of a religious magic. Again, it's not like I guess you think of divine as like kind of a good thing. It is deific, but it's not distinctly good, if that makes sense. And it's not inherently bad either. It's just this sense of duty and purpose in a way.
So does your armor do anything cool, or is it just defend?
I'm new to it, so I'm not certain myself in some ways, but I do know that back at what what was, I guess, Shadow Brydell, if you will. I placed a hit on your friends and restored their health to them. I know that came through this, but I didn't knowingly do so. It's kind of the embodiment of the goddess's will, in a way.
I've researched divine magic before due to my friends having a connection to such a thing, but I'm more an expert on arcane magics.
I see. Yes, before all this, I mean, as you heard, I was a pirate, essentially. And I was not, a magic user of any kind, but the Raven Queen was the patron saint, if you will, of our vessel. The vessel was pledged to her, and we sent many souls to her in our time. So I guess in a way, she became my patron. And whenever I called out to her in my moment of need, she answered.
Guess that makes you a shepherd of souls, then.
I suppose. I feel more of her instrument or her hand. For I know that while I'm acting of my own volition, nothing that I have done is not what she has willed, if that makes sense. The concept of free will is interesting. Because you can be free to move about, but if someone else controls the chessboard, is it really you that's controlling where you go?
That is a very deep sentence that you just said, I will admit. Me? I feel like I embody free will.
We are all tied by threads of fate. Do you feel that?
He thinks back to getting the ring and learning about magic and making his inventions. I suppose, in a sense, I do have a thread of fate. I still have a deal to uphold. Some people. And, it's not going to be in the material plane, I don't think. So, I think my thread is going to take me elsewhere, maybe beyond the stars.
Interesting. So where do you... I've heard your friends say that they are going to free someone from a prison here. But what then? What lies in store for you?
Hopefully some time to relax. Maybe get some inventions in. Build some things for them. Hopefully.
Everything just settle down and...
continue my research. That's what I'm meant to do in Amber Hall.
Amber Hall. So you had ventured out from Brydell.
Oh yes, me and the group decided all that we would go to the big city, and starting to think that may have been a mistake.
Well, mistakes, terrible though they may be, are often hand of fate in our lives, pushing us where we need to go.
I think we got involved in something that we really had no reason of being a part of.
Like what?
We were supposed to deliver something to a baker, and then it ended up being a whole ploy to kill the king or whatever of the region. It's a whole thing.
All over some pastries.
We went into prison, had to find the people that were involved. Then we fought some weird people in the sewer, and it's been downhill from there.
It's crazy how life goes, isn't it?
It's crazy how much it escalated.
Yes. I know that feeling well.
He looks up at the sky for a moment. I think we're past doing our rent.
I think that is the least of your worries. This tower up ahead, is this the outpost?
Yeah, this is the place.
Oh, no. And as you walk up, you see these ballista and things start aiming at you guys.
He is just gonna brandish his shield, just in case.
And Vel walks up, and he lifts a fist. And he calls out, Shadar Kai, I am the hand of the Raven Queen. And they immediately, everything's kind of pointed at you guys, and it all points at him. And you see from before, one of the ones that you guys had, I think Dryzen had talked to, runs up, comes at like a trot, and you're not sure, give me an insight check.
20.
The Shadar Kai running up has a look of optimistic suspicion, and as he approaches, it turns almost giddy as he runs up and embraces Vel.
Is this more of like a fanboy type of reaction, or more of like a friends I haven't seen you in a while type of reaction?
On that 20 insight, you're not aware that they know each other, but the Shadar Kai know of this station, this position, this role. And as he clasps him on the back, he says, "Welcome, brother. Welcome."
I get it. So everyone calls each other brother here. That's why. I see.
And he looks over at you and damn, that's good, dude. Holy shit. Vel clasps him back. "Well met, friend." And he turns, he says, "This behind me is my brother." And the Shadar Kai says, "Well met." And he looks at you and he recognizes you from before. Says, "Caused some trouble last time you were here, didn't you?"
Well, if somebody didn't chain me up, we wouldn't have a problem.
Well, it's not in your best interest to try to sneak by the hands of fate.
Well, as with all the things that happened when I passed through, let's just agree to disagree. How about that?
And he turns back to Vel. My liege, whatever you require, it is yours. And Vel kind of again clasps him in the forearm and says, we need a way to plane walk back to material plane. The Shadar Kai says, this could be done. Do you have a place in mind you need to go? And Vel replies, I believe... No, I can... Faulkner. We need to go to the city of Faulkner.
Faulkner.
And the Shadar Kai says, let us make the preparations then, and it shall be done. And he turns and begins to lead you guys back towards the keep.
Gee, I should try that next time I come through here. Just lift up my fist and just say, whatever. It'll go great.
And Vel kind of over his shoulders. You know what? It would help if you were the hand of the Raven Queen and wore this spiffy armor.
I like my armor better.
Well, this one has its benefits.
And mine looks cooler, so, you know. Whatever.
Alright, so you guys continue on. He will lead you guys around and up to the tower here.
Maybe armor myself. You had to get your armor from Mama Raven Queen over there.
Yes, well. Benefits are nice.
Oh, I know.
You'd expect something when you sell your soul, wouldn't you?
Good thing I haven't.
Yeah, you should probably keep it that way.
Yeah, my soul's a little bit too valuable. I don't think they could afford it.
So he'll lead you guys up and over here, and we're going to go inside. You guys continue ahead inside. That's weird, like, I guess chat doesn't have vision on your token. That's odd. Anyway. So you guys head inside, and he gestures to basically some seats. And the map, I don't have, like, everything exactly for this, but you know what? No. Along one wall is a few coffins.
Ominous.
And he walks over and slides the lid off of one of them, and it is empty. And he says, while your form remains here, you can use these to get where you need to go.
In a coffin.
Without much to do, Vel walks over and steps into it and lays down.
This isn't going to be a trap, right? Like, you didn't make me walk all the way over here just to be trapped in a coffin. This looks at Belstad.
No, there's no trap here. We need to get back to the material plane, and I know that you came here through some form of sacrifice, but the Siddharkai have ways of transiting the planes that don't require as such. It will be odd, but it will be possible.
He looks at the Shatterkai. Where were you when we had to fight Manuel?
We were manning this outpost. As was our...
That was sarcasm.
Fair enough.
And he's just gonna get in the coffin.
All right. So you lay down in the coffin. The Shatterkai walks over and slides the lid back over the top. He walks over to yours, and he slides the lid over the top. Everything goes dark. And you suddenly feel liquid at your back as the coffin fills with a black ichor. And as you try to push up on the lid, it does not move.
All right. When are we getting transported?
And I'm going to change the map now. I'm going to move us to this new, as everything goes dark. And again, everything is dark. But you feel the liquid retreat. And you, again, push on the lid. And this time it slides off and daylight shines through.
Oh my god, I haven't seen the sun in so long. It feels like almost a year.
And I'm going to do something now. Adding something to your journal.
Journal.
As you stand up out of this coffin and step out into the daylight.
Taking a while to load. Ah. Oh. Okay.
And you look over, and someone has stepped out from a crypt beside you that is wearing the Raven Queen's armor, the black with the feathers. But it appears to be a tiefling. And you look down at your own hands, and they are not scaled.
What the fuck did you do?
And Vel looks over at you. It says, take a moment to become accustomed with this form.
He feels his face.
It is not scaled, and you don't have the snout and the what have you. Snoot.
This is weird. I don't like this. He feels his head. Does he have hair?
It is like thinning and somewhat decayed, but you do have hair.
Oh my. Humans and other such mammals alike have to deal with this?
It's new for me too. You see, the Raven Queen keeps crypts across the plains that allow her followers to hop between places using the forms of that plane. And for chat, I rolled on the Reincarnate table for Vel and for Rook. Velstad is a male tiefling, and Rook is a hexblood.
God, just like Silas. That's great.
And so he looks at you and says, "We are in Faulkner, and I can feel that the time is drawing near. We must go into the city and try to find our parents before it's too late."
Right, well, let's not waste time then. Where do we go from here? I honestly don't know where we're at.
So you guys head out from this churchyard where these crypts are. We head into the city.
Oh my god, I have dark vision.
You do have dark vision.
Weird.
There we go. So, you are now on the streets of Faulkner. And Vel kind of talks to you as you guys walk and says, "So when I was arrested at Fort Feroth, our parents left to come here to talk to the authorities. So to talk to the Imperial Magistrate here in Faulkner to try and secure my release. I was arrested on my old pirating charges, and I was killed before I was released, but by my judgment, they should be here. The magistrate's office is up here around the corner."
I see.
So you guys kind of head into this little branch here.
No people?
I didn't populate the map, but you can tell that there are a general
Okay.
populace of people kind of going about their business. Again, I didn't put a million commoner tokens on the map, but
Oh yeah,
it is not an empty city. It is populated. The people are going about their business. It's typical work day. And as you look down this street towards the magistrate's office, you see your parents step out of the building.
Okay, so how are we gonna go about this? Because I don't look like me.
Right. I didn't think about this part. Being in different forms.
You didn't think this part through? Okay, I can work with this. Maybe we can convince Mom through something that I know that I'm me.
It's worth a try.
I mean, she's more magically inclined anyway. Dad isn't.
So you see him starting to kind of walk by.
Hello.
And you see your mom turns. Yes, can we help you?
Yes, I really don't know how to put this to you, but I'm Rook. Your son?
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage because
Disadvantage.
you are this like preserved but somewhat decayed body. I mean, you look like you just
10.
stepped out of a tomb. And she looks at you and says, "Are you a soothsayer? What do you mean you're my son?"
Well, you see, I was on the mission to try to get Glorbo better and everything, and I seemed to have run into a bit of a mishap. And this guy, he points to the tiefling, has told me that you two are in danger and I need to come back to save you. Which I have, but I am not in my usual scaly self, so.
And Drokos will kind of step up and say, I don't know what you're playing at, friend, but we're just going to go about our way.
No, don't be dad right now. Please do not be dad right now. Do not be hard-headed. Just listen to me because you two are in danger and I'm not losing anyone else.
And he kind of puts a hand on his hilt. Who are you, the danger?
He just face palms. Mom. Remember when I was real little and I tripped over a branch and I accidentally damaged Stumpy and I came home crying because I thought I hurt my friend and I needed you to fix him?
Give her a wisdom. I thought it was a nat 20 for a second, damn. But still, I mean, you said a lot of things that only you would know.
Mm.
And Vel will kind of pipe up. Look, Rook is actually telling the truth. I'm Velstad. And again, they kind of look at our bodies are on a different plane right now. Which sounds...
Yes, that.
And again, they're kind of wide-eyed, like, how... You're saying the most insane thing in the world right now to these people.
We also look like half-dead people, so, you know.
And... Look, we can discuss this further, but there is a grave threat coming, and we have to get you out of here. And Rook, give me a perception check.
All right. Natural 1.
So, you don't really notice this, but Vel suddenly kind of stiffens a little bit. He says, "We really have to go. Now."
Something wrong?
He looks at you. He says, "Whatever happens next, get them to safety." He takes a step back and slowly turns and starts walking this direction. As Rook, even with that nat 1, is it getting hotter? Is that just a hot breeze blowing?
She just kind of looks around. It's not summer, is it?
And Vel kind of squirts up a little bit and slowly pulls his sword. He looks back and says, "Rook, get them out of here. Now."
He just... All right, just grabs both their hands and just starts running the other direction.
And as you start going, and let's say you're going to run to the right, because I got a little more map that direction.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Right, whatever direction's safest.
Yes, let's run to the right. A wash of heat pours over you.
Oh. Why is it spicy?
And open character sheet. Okay. Yep, so we need to do... you and your parents and Vel, everybody needs to make a dex save.
Dex save. Alright.
This is for your mom. It's a 4.
18. 4 is not great.
Not great. Right. For your dad. 14, also still not great.
No, but not as bad as a 4.
Then, yep, not as bad as a 4. But I don't even have Vel's sheet open yet. Oops. Go, character sheet. Alright.
Yep. I think he's good.
So you see this heat and this flame wash over the group. And he kind of, it's like, his armor is like singeing and smoking and smoldering, but he looks unaffected by it. But we're gonna do everybody that failed, which is everyone except for Vel. Takes 22 fire damage.
Ow.
As this washes over you. And as I zoom out just a touch, you look toward the direction of this, and you see whatever this thing is in Dai's body is walking down the street towards you all.
No.
And as she's walking, the houses, everything around her is erupting into flames.
Yeah, we're just gonna run.
So if you'll move you and the group, we'll go 30 feet or so at a time, or we'll actually go 60 at a time. And then I'm gonna do like a round. We're doing like faux turn-based. I'll do a round of Vel and Dai's darkness, and then like a round of you guys running and kind of back and forth.
Okay, and we're going this direction, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, yep. Go 60. I
Give
can't
me
control
a
the
perception
others.
check as you get here also.
Okay. Damn.
So, I'll say too that they're going to help you out on this. The flames coming out from this are scorching everything. And you notice that there are a few sewer grates around. You think that if you can get off the street, you might can escape this torrent of flame. I'm going to have the two of them go square off on each other. So we're going to roll an attack from each. So this is going to be a pulse out from the darkness, the avatar here. It's a DC 23 con save. Let's see if Val can make it. Does not. So that is, as this pulse of energy ripples out, takes 73 damage and is blown backwards and is prone. And he stabs his sword into the ground and kind of catches himself and stands back up. And is going to run forward, right back at her. is going to swing his sword at her. But a 17 is not going to hit, as she puts an arm up, and it actually hits into her arm and sticks in it, but does not cut through and does not move any further, and she just looks at him. It's back to you guys as you're running.
Okay, so sewer. Gonna go through the sewer grate.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah.
There are several manholes around, so if you want to pick one.
Yeah. I'll pick the nearest one. Just 'cause I'm sure they're all connected.
Mm-hmm.
And so am I gonna have to make a check on this or something to lift it up, or?
Yep. And you guys, as you're running, we're gonna do an additional wave of fire rolls over you guys. It's extra 11 damage to you guys as you're escaping.
Oh. Okay. It's not going great, you guys.
Alright, so you guys get down there to the manhole and give me a strength check, DC, say, 15.
Can I get Dad to help?
He can give you the help action, he certainly can.
Okay, so just strength?
Yep.
Okay. 17.
17
Thank
makes
God.
it. The cover slides off, and you see your parents jump down, and you look back as you watch, and we're going to do one more round of combat for the other two, as the darkness, again, kind of like levitates up, and then slams back down. And this is going to be a DC 23 dex save, which you got very good dex, so possibly going to get this. 22 is not going to save, though. Just 23 on the save and did not quite make it. Damn. All right.
Great.
So again, slams back down. A wall of force ripples out, and Velstad takes it full of the chest and is thrown backwards once more. Sorry, Chad, I should be showing you guys this. It'd be great. And again, picks himself up, runs back at her, looks back over his shoulder to see that you guys, and you see this as you're going down into the grate. You see him, you guys make eye contact, then he turns, and will once again, he's going to put out and grab onto her, and going to try to do his touch of life. Or death. Life and death.
Or death?
Yep. So it's a DC 20 dex save for them to not take this. Dex is not one of their, like, strongest things. Fails it. Alright, so that is 10d10.
Holy shit.
As he channels this necrotic energy into this being, and it takes 61 damage.
Great.
And with that, you drop down into the sewer as this wall of fire again rolls over top of the grate that would have knocked you all out pretty much. And as you guys pop down into the sewer, sorry, I'm trying to get copy paste. You guys pop down to the sewer, and that is where we will wrap part 1 of your Whispered Tale for this.
Cool. I'm very hurt.
So, any players watching, that's a big bad for later. We have plans. There's ways we can get Dai's body back that don't involve having to kill it, but that's a big bad. It's been with us all along.
I don't think Vel is gonna meet up with us. Well, not gonna follow us.
No, he is buying you guys time to get away.
Could I do one more thing before we end?
Absolutely.
I would like to cast Arcane Lock.
Mhm.
Just to seal the sewer thing.
Absolutely.
So, you know.
Absolutely. All right, we'll pick up there next time. We're going to do a part 2 with, we'll pick up right here next time with Rook in the sewer with his parents who don't really know it's him and having just faced that. So, yeah. So, Than, Roses and Thorns.
Talking to my not brother was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't really have a thorn. Nothing really too bad happened to me. I mean, other than, the wave of heat.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. It's a crazy stat sheet, I'll say that much. It is nuts. That's not even homebrew. That's just like I pulled that from something. So it's like, damn, dude.
Gotcha.
Yeah, how do you like I sprung that on you as far as being reincarnated. What do you think about that?
No, it's just like I'm just inhabiting a corpse right now.
Yeah. So your body, your actual body is still in the bottom of Castle Carmine. I mean, it's still there, but you use this technique in order to pop in. So you'll probably pop back into your soul form in the coffin or whatever. Like, we can figure that out, but like for right now, I roll on reincarnate table. So, but yeah, so we'll pick up there next time. We don't have the schedule yet. We'll figure it out when to do part 2, but after the 4th and all that good stuff. And then next week is the next main session, and the group is going to try and bust Glorbo out of the Shadowfell jail.
So how many days has it been since they left? I left them for them?
They have taken... So after you guys split, they went through the forest and fought the spider, and then got a long rest on the way to Shadow Hall. They have infiltrated Shadow Hall and are getting a second long rest before the prison break.
Okay.
So 2 long rests since you guys split.
Gotcha.
So you'll probably due for a long rest pretty quick. So you walked a good ways to get back, and then you went to this plane, and like once you get to safety, you can take a long rest, and then there'll probably be an additional day to kind of sync the timelines back up. So that's what I said. We'll have another part of this to kind of sync back up for sure.
Gotcha.
So, but anyway, we'll wrap up. I'm gonna go eat dinner with my lovely wife. Let's find someone to raid out to. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. Comment down below what your favorite part was, and of course, if you want to see more, please subscribe. We post new videos daily. I stream weeknights on Twitch, 7 to 10 p.m. Central. I'm Alek the Lost Knight, by the way. Have a always live content shuffle. Check out the link below for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.